Time for another video, and today I am going to use this Harbor Freight tire changer that you can get pretty much anywhere. It's super cheap and a lot of people use it to change tires. And then I am going to take these tires off of these wheels and I'm going to put them on those wheels. I already did the back two, but I wanted to video how I did it. So here's the basic Harbor Freight tire changer. There's a bunch of similar ones, and what I added was a piece of carpet on the bottom to not scratch the bottom when the wheel's on there. I mean, yeah, it's on the inside, but still. Added some carpet here for the bead breaking part, and again, not to scratch the wheel. I have another piece of carpet here for the top. When you put that spider there down on the top, put the spider on top here to not scratch the wheel. Pliers to remove the wheel weights, wrench to tighten and loosen the bolts on this, which is the Lucid Autowerks Duckbill adapter, which is definitely a necessity, I think, to make this quick and easy. And then we got a one pry bar, and then the bar that came with the Harbor Freight tire changer. I put Plasti Dip on the end. I only use this end to help get the tire off the wheel, the second side anyway. And then this is something I got off of eBay to keep the edge of the wheel or tire in the drop center to help in getting the tire on. And then I also have some dishwashing liquid to help get the tires on, because that really helps too, to get them on quicker and easier. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to remove these two tires first of all and then go from there. All right, one more thing that I forgot to show is I also have this. This removes the core from the valve stem so I can get the air out of the tires quickly. And I'm going to use that first. And then the first thing we do is break the bead. Try and get it as straight up and down as possible. That's once. And this is the reason for the carpet, the good side. You don't want to scratch the good side. This side seems to be a little harder. Just work your way around the wheel a little bit until it comes loose all the way around, which should be any second now. There we go. Okay. So this one has the bead broken. Just leave it right there. Let's do this one. Got lucky on that one. Hopefully we'll get it off this time. There we go. All right. Beads broken on both. You can see that's what the carpet's for on the bottom. I got the carpet on the top. Hopefully that'll make it come off easier. All right. Well, this thing here is what makes this a little bit easier. Got it off of eBay, and it helps you not scratch the rims. As you can see, these are nice stock Ford Mustang rims, very shiny, and I sure as heck don't want to mess these up. And one of the things you want to do is remove the wheel weights, because, ask me how I know, you'll if you use this and you push the weight around, you'll scratch the rim. Yes, I did that on one of them. Only took one time to figure that out. So, and the reason I have this piece here is because, I'll show you. Now I'm going to take off this side of the tire, and you get the pry bar in there, and then you pull the wheel over like you normally would. And what I found is this thing kind of slips off after you get this going, so I'm trying to avoid that. Now you use your bar here, and then you start pulling, which is not easy to start out with. Let's see if I can. Okay, fortunately, this one didn't slip off. And there's the one side. And now we have to get the other side. And what I found out is it's also easier to use the original bar that came with it. So, get that out. So I'm going to take this off. And now you can see I got the plasti dip. It's held up okay on 4 tires. So what I do is just lift up on the tire until there's a spot to put this tool in. And then we just turn it. And this is where you would normally scratch the wheels, but like I said, I've got some plasti dip on there, and it keeps the wheel from scratching. So, all right, that's one off. Now I'm gonna get the other one off. That didn't look too bad, did it? And no scratches there. And we'll do the same thing on this one. Let me put this sucker back on. These are 235, 55, 17 tires. So, yeah, 17-inch wheel. Hopefully this one will come off just as easy. But I'd say this is duckbill attachment's well worth it, since I struggled with this tire machine without it, and I gave up. But I saw some YouTube videos of people using it, and I was super impressed with it. Okay, let's get it started. Once you get it started, it'll work great. Okay, as you can see, this thing definitely protects it from getting scratched up. I will remove this, get the other side off. And like I said, lift it up until you got a little gap in there. Put your tool in here and just walk it around. Oh, I forgot to take off that wheel weight. Thank God I didn't screw it up. Looks like I'm going to have to put more plasti dip on there. All right, so how long did that take? About 10 minutes or so. Got the two tires off. Then unfortunately I have to go do the same thing on the others, but I'm going to do it one wheel at a time. All right, now I've got the one of the wheels off of the car, and I have to do basically the same thing, is take the valve core out and remove the tire. Same thing. Carpet is to not scratch. Keep forgetting that I need to clear that. Okay. To adjust it a little bit because I believe the other wheel is wider. Alrighty. All right. And now we walk this around. loosen that. Okay. Okay, this is probably the part that everybody is interested in, and how to get the tires back on. And so let's just, the first thing is getting some lubrication on the inside, and then fortunately you can push this size of tire on without any problem. Now this is where the fun begins. So we need to get our handy dandy duckbill attachment. Okay. And then the other thing that you need is something like this to keep the tire, the opposite side, in the drop center. So let's get this situated here. And this is just plastic, and it just holds onto the rim, and it's going to keep this edge down. So then the other thing to make this go easier is, again, you gotta have this lubrication, or else it's gonna get hung up. So let's see if this is all I'm gonna need. So if I just hold this to get this started, and I already did that wrong, because you need to have this side needs to be in. Well, apparently I am rushing through it here. Okay, drop zone. Okay, that's not supposed to fall off, but there you go. Now you see that it was pretty easy with a 17-inch. So got it on. Now we just remove all this and put air in it. So that was Not too difficult. Guess that one I can keep where it is. This one. There we go. So I got that one on, and now for me, I found it easier to put the valve core back in and then put the air back in the tire. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my compressor charged up. I'll be back in a minute. All right, let's put some air in it. I put the valve core back in. And you may hear, if you hear air escaping, try to hear air escaping. Hopefully there'll be enough in there to seal it like that. And that was the bottom. So it sounds like we are going to be good to go on this. Get the right pressure in here. And then I'll mount this one on the car and get the other one. There we go. We got tire back on, switched them around. Now I'm going to put this wheel with this tire on the car, back on the car. And I will be back when I get the other wheel off the car. Here's the other wheel off the car. Take out the valve core. Okay. showing you all this in real time, but theoretically I could fast forward. But I just wanted you to see how this is something anybody could do, really, with the Harbor Freight tool and the Lucid duckbill attachment. The duckbill attachment cost a heck of a lot, but I think it's worth it. I've already done removed and mounted. After I do this, it's going to be 8 tires. Remove and mount 8 tires, so well worth it. Oops. Oh, let's get the cap out of there before I break that. Yeah, it's going to be a super long video, but I said I'd rather have more information than less information. For stuff like this, sometimes they go so fast where you don't really see what was done. And a lot of my videos just have a whole lot of content, but I just want to show all the things you might run into as a do-it-yourselfer. And obviously it's up to you whether you want to sit through it or not, but you can definitely fast forward through any part. All right, here's that rim protector just in case it slides off. And just like that, it slid off of there. Maybe I got enough of it to, yeah. And that's exactly what this was for, but looks like I might have it enough. Okay. Well, I'll re-plasti dip that after all of this, but don't need it anymore. The other one over there. Clean this off a little. This one already had road rash, so no, I didn't just do that. All right, let's get this done. Lubrication helps a lot, like I said. All right, let's get this one on, hopefully. Did it wrong again. Okay. Now, if any of you have tried to get these tires on without these two things, it probably is pretty difficult unless the tire is very flexible. But there you go. Now I can put air in this and put it back on the car. So these are the tires that I wanted on the car. I'm going to put those tires back on the other wheels, and then I'm going to sell them. So basically I'm getting much better tires out of the deal, and to do this, have somebody do this probably cost a lot more than I would want to pay for this. I think this tire changing tool works with the duckbill attachment, and like I said before, it's well worth it. So I'm gonna put this back on the car, and that's gonna do it for this video. If you like this content, then like and subscribe. I'll just finish putting air in the tire here. Hopefully I got enough in my compressor. Get these to pop. Pretty scary when that happens.